This video, we decided that we'd focus heavily on all the audio edits to make sure that we were getting the quality that we wanted to get, because we realized with the last few they haven't had quite as good quality as that we're hoping for. So as you can see, there's a lot of audio changes and shifts and edits and sound effects that we recorded on top of the actual recordings that went into.
I like the movies that I pick, and I pick better movies than you do.
We also use the Zoom as the main recorder for this, so that the in camera audio wasn't that good. Nowhere near as good and clear as the video mic going straight into the H4n.
Yeah, really? John Wick?
How about I pick?
How about
No, how about I pick the movie?
No, how about I pick?
You always
All these little hits and everything, we decided that we'd record and put in each little nuance and indication, so that it just gave a better impact on each hit. And then it just had that resonance.
How about I pick?
You always pick the movie.
No,
How about I pick
I'm
the
picking the
movie?
movie
I'm picking
because
the
I
movie
like
this time.
the movies that
I
I
want to
pick,
watch
and I
the movie
pick
that I
better
want to
movies
watch.
than
I'm
you
not
do.
So one night I recorded with the 5D all these sound effects, and this was in the garage with different things, punching my hands, going through, waving clothing around. And that is actually the boom pole swinging past the camera. We also got a belt, just whacked it together. And that gives the nice whip sound that you hear at the end with the towel. So when we got to the end of the shoot and I finished doing the edit, I realised at this point in the film it just didn't have a big spectacular moment to end it off with. So I decided that it might be a good idea to actually put in that moment. So originally, the edit, I'd get up and I'd stand up and I'd throw the remote, and then it would go past the camera nice and quick and we'd react, and that would be it. We found that didn't really, when you did it just in the real time, it didn't really have the same impact as what we'd like. So we decided that we'd go back and do a 3D remote. So I had to first get that shot and put it into a 3D environment, and I just put a few effects on it so that the camera movement could move out. Now I've timer mapped it, so it paused as soon as the remote started to go through the air, and then I could move around. I noticed that because we hadn't shot this with that in mind, we had to extend the shot so that it would fit within the camera movement, and that it would feel like the plane was actually moving around, and it would have that whole parallax sort of feeling to it. Also gave it a fake rack focus, just so that we could focus in and that would cover up all those stitching together in the background. And if you have a look at the final product, so you can see the actual thing. Now that was just integrated with Element 3D. I simply just went onto TurboSquid and looked up their models for TV remotes. So just simply went into TV remotes, and because we don't have a very big budget, I just went for a nice free one that would look similar enough to my actual TV remote, and then went through and did that and replaced it, and then add in a few sound effects and things, and you've got the final shot. Originally it ended just with me jumping over the counter into Paul and going crazy just at this moment, and there was no final shot after this.
How about you go fish?
And that would be the ending. So where the medias come offline there, that was the ending originally. So on the day, Jordan actually mentioned and asked if this was a sequel to the Chili Fire video, and we said no, but in a way it kind of is. So we, as we were going through the post, I realised that we could actually integrate it more if we had the house explode at the end and reference the Chili video. So that's where the whole explosion came in.
No, put the chili down!
The house is just a million of these fire elements from Video Copilot and different areas, like you have the fireball, some glass elements just from the Action Essentials pack, and just integrated in heavily over the top, and then just a simple color burn around in a nice lens flare to start it off. It's very rough, but it's never meant to hold up for very long. So with a little bit of camera shake and motion blur, it all blends in alright.